Your first away win at 2026. How good did that feel this afternoon?
Yeah, we needed that. It's been a long time coming, really. We need to get that form that we've had at home to hit on the road as well. And I think this could be the start of it. The boys were top out there today. They grinded hard. They dug deep. They dug as a team, and I think that's what it's got to take to get the 3 points. And that's what the lads showed. Good spirit on the team as well. For the boys coming on off the bench was top again, and I think that's what it's got to take every week.
As a group, is that something you talked about in terms of the comparison between the home form and the away form being very different and turning things around?
Definitely. I think the thing is with the home team, you've got the home game, so you've got the fans behind you as well, like the full stadium. But the fans today were incredible. That's what they felt like the 12th man again today. So I think just taking that in the perspective that we've got them behind everywhere we go. And yeah, we've had a good week. Obviously we had a disappointing Tuesday when the game got called off, but the lads had their head around it, and we had to just get on with it. Things like this happen in the winter time, but the boys trained really well and knew they had to do a job today, and I think we've done that.
And dealt with the adversity of the penalty going in and being pegged back when the momentum might have swung with them at that stage.
100%. These started to get the momentum as well, especially in the end of the first half as well. And it's always going to be like, it's a hard place to come and play football, good fans behind the team, hostile place to play, but that's what football's all about. People love football, people are passionate about their club, and I think that's why everyone loves watching football. But I felt sorry for Az, as he was having he was incredible in the middle of the park for today again, and he's really finding his rhythm in the team. He's looking like he's just settled in so quick. It looks like he's been here for years. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed for him, but I'm glad I saved his back from that one.
I was going to ask you in terms of the quality and the build-up to the winning goal, the work between Anis, and it was a lovely moment for Casey with the quality of the ball in.
Yeah, 100%. Casey's worked his arse off, sorry for the language, but he's worked so hard. And he knows his qualities. We know his qualities. That's why he's here. The stuff that he brings is what we need as well from come off the bench or even start a game. He's a quick, powerful lad. He's very direct and he's a good athlete. And that's what the team needs, for people to come off the bench like him to get that moment. And he took it. In the last game at home he came on, he worked his socks off as well. He looked like himself in that game, pressing the ball, being with everyone in position, and yeah, I'm buzzing for him because he's worked hard and trained and got his head down, and he knows what he's got to do to try and get into the team.
When you score a goal, they tend to be memorable. Had many headers down the years?
Well, I don't even think I've scored a goal off the floor. I don't think all my goals have been off the ball off the floor. So I think I need to keep chipping it up maybe to myself and then hitting it. But nah, it was a perfect delivery. I said to Chuba I was about to try and jump for it, but I was like, nah, like try and leave it. And then I just tried to place it, and which I did. I seen the gap where the keeper stepped across to quite early in his net, so I just tried to glance it in, and yeah, it went in, so I was buzzing.
Seriously, do you remember the last headed goal? What level would that have been at?
League One, was it, in Oxford? Was that the game? Yeah, where I couldn't even see the ball.
But I guess the gaffer tells you and Darnell to get in those kind of areas.
Yeah, definitely. And that's another one. Darnell works hard every day. And today he dug deep for as well. He's good at playing the dirty game as well. But everyone there today showed their quality, and hopefully that's a good start to the away games. Anything in the celebration? The shirt, the ball was tucked up the shirt. Yeah, obviously I'm expecting a little girl, so in April time, so I'm buzzing with that. Next chapter of my life as well. So yeah, I had to do that for my little one. But yeah, I was buzzing especially when my missus been getting on to us. Next time you score, you've got to do it. So I was like, I promise you, I'll do it. And then I scored. Obviously, the Swansea one went down as an own goal, but it was a goal where to get back in level of the game or go into the lead. So I couldn't really do it there, but that was a perfect moment to do it. And just finally, what can this win do for belief heading into, of course, 3 more away games, 2 of them in the league? Yeah, definitely. I think we've got to keep that belief in the team. The humility as well is key for us. It's always been a key factor for us, and that's what we thrive off. Big belief in the team, togetherness, stuff like that, and we showed that today. And I think that's what it's got to take every game, not just at home but away games as well. And I think we shut them off quite good tonight. Today, sorry. Thank you.
Leif, can I ask about headers then? What's training like? Because I feel like it's got to be different for a fullback in particular, where you're just crossing all the time. Are you doing a lot of work in terms of what you did today? Is that a big practice area?
Yeah, to be fair, I've been working with the manager quite a bit with stuff like that as well. In training, especially on a Friday, the day before the game, we do a little bit of finishing around the box, and then he'll go out wide and cross a ball into her. And I'm always saying, like, I want it in the air just in case that moment does come in a game. And that moment came today where what I was saying before in the other press, I was saying that when that moment comes, I've got to take it as I do in training. So in the day in training, you've got to work hard for it to happen in a game.
Yeah, are you finding with your role as well that you're acclimatising to it more and more? I know we've spoken about this in the past, but it feels like you're doing a bit of both, where you invert and play centrally, but you're also doing that bit where you come wide, and you're kind of combining the two.
Yeah, it's because I've got two incredible wingers that can play in front of us. Not everyone's incredible in the team, but I've got two good players that can play out wide and go 1v1 and show their qualities that I can do, like Jaden and Clarkey. That's why they scored us all the goals they've got from leaving them out wide and doing their thing out on the 1v1 areas. But I've still got to do the unselfish runs. I've got to do it because it can track the man off, it can pull him so he can go inside. But I've got to do that for my team. I don't just do it for nothing. I do it for him getting them chances in them areas on the edge of the box. And like I say, it's an unselfish run I've got to make. And yeah, I just try to do everything I can for the team.
Yeah, I'm looking at the last couple of games as well. I know at Sheffield United, Dara spoke about how maybe you didn't handle the physical battle, the scrappy nature of it well enough. I felt maybe Preston was a little bit similar. Do you feel like with a game like that today, you've now really shown the other side of it? Because I thought the battling side of it, you nailed totally. Yeah,
definitely. It's a thing that obviously that's not my strongest part of my game even since I came here. That's why the manager's working with us on that. But like you say, it's always games are different in the Championship. Like last week, I got told to press higher onto the right back and let Jens maybe take the other centre mid that pulled out wide. But things change in games, and yeah, I think I stepped up with the battle well today, and it's some moments where I don't have to just run forward, which I like to do. I think that's when I get a bit too giddy. I want to get forward and do everything I can, but I know I've got to do a job staying back as well, which we dealt with well at the end of the game, where no one was running off everywhere. We stayed as a back four and looked solid. So it's a thing that I've been working on with the manager and Perty. Yeah.
New signings impressing you? Anis from the start, excellent, and Dan Neil showing some real glimpses when he came on as well.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we played against Dan the first game of the season in the Championship the last time, and you could see his quality of what he had, so we knew what he can do, and hopefully he gets a bit more minutes on the pitch as well, because we know what he can do on the ball as well. And Anis, incredible signing for him. Looks lively on the ball, works hard for the team. You can see he's settled in really quick already. He works really hard on and off the ball, which is part of our basically us as a team really. And yeah, I think he's going to settle in even quicker, and hopefully he gets his first goal.
You must love having a boyhood Sunderland player in the squad as a big Newcastle fan.
No, I told him straight away. I said, don't talk to me. But no. That's stuff that goes on back there, you know what I mean? And we're teammates now. We all have that little banter, but he's a great lad. No matter where he's played, he's a teammate now, and hopefully he can be on the journey with us to getting back to where we want to be.
Last one from me. Travel doesn't stop, and back-to-back trips to Wrexham. I'm sure you were buzzing for that one.
Yeah, God, I don't think it's ever been seen, 5 away games in a row. But obviously the Portsmouth one got called off, but we still travelled there. But yeah, like I say, it's what we've got to do out there today is what we've got to take in every away game. We've got to dig deep in every aspect of the game, and things will fall in place for her. But like I say, it's not always going to be easy. It's going to be tough. Wherever we go, it's going to be a different kind of game, and then like Wrexham will be a different game to what we face today. But yeah, boys dug deep, and we had to stick together on that one.
Thank you.
Well, if you touched on a couple of the new boys there, I just want to mention Anis again, because I thought it was another excellent performance from him today. How's he looked in training? Could you always see that he was kind of going to make the impact that it looks like he's made already?
Yeah, I think one of his first sessions, he was like in right 10, and he came across. I rolled it into his feet, and I just let him do the rest. And I was like, wow, we've got a player on my hands here. He's incredible on the ball. You can see how sharp he is. It's not just on the ball stuff he's good at. the best thing he's got at as well is his off the ball stuff, how hard he works off the ball for the team. He doesn't just go out there playing for himself. He knows what he's got to do on the pitch for everyone, and like I say, everyone's got the same goal, and that's at the end of the season, and that's where we want to be. So, and I think with him, he knows that.
And that versatility as well that you mentioned, how important can that be? Because he can play in a whole number of positions across that front line.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, he can play wide right, he can play 10, he can play either 10, he can play left. Having that in your games, it's such a big factor for you. You've got to wherever you get put on the pitch, he wants to play, he's hungry to play, and obviously at Bristol he was playing left 10, but he knows he's got a job to do in that right 10, and he'll get his goal hopefully very soon.
And it sounds like he's really fitted into the squad culture, even from the couple of chats that we've had with some of your teammates already.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well he spoke to Sam when he was at Bristol, and I think Sam, obviously he knows the club on the back of his hand really, and he was saying it's like a no-brainer kind of thing. So to have Sam to say that as well, how much he cares for the club as well and respects the club, and yeah, that's a player that we obviously miss all as the players and as fans, but he's got a good player on our hands as well, so we appreciate that.